M&T Bank card, but it's a debit card that I can use as credit card, so I don't really gain credit score that way, right?
I got one through HSBC just because there's the bank on campus. Or not HSBC, sorry, M&T. And then I got one through HSBC because I was studying abroad. And that's like a good bank to get when you're international, I guess.
Lowest interest, and it was like the exact amount of money that I needed.
So many of those at home, especially my parents, when they come home for break or vacation, there's like a stack of them waiting for me. They're like, "You really should sign up for a credit card. You really should." And my dad works at a bank, so he also is like really pushing me to have one, but scary.
Nothing at my house up here, nothing at home that I get really. Yeah.
I definitely still see some.
The debit card does the same thing as a credit card, more or less. So I don't really feel like you need to have a card, you know? I think a card is, you need a card.
I understand credit, like the concept of a credit store enough to like have an opinion, I guess.
I don't think you can beat the system, just try to do the best you can, you know?
In general, should try to stay away from credit cards. Credit card companies try to offer you great deals or what look like great deals. And really, it's really easy to compile debt and not be able to stay on top of it and get yourself in a real hole at a young age. So it's a good idea to just spend what you got and stay away from the credit until you have a good job and means to pay off every month.
Get one credit card that you use sparingly. One thing that definitely helped me out was I do electronic banking, so when I do use my credit card, which is not often, I can pay it right away and pay it in full without having to worry about mailing in a check. So it makes it easy, and it lets the credit card company know you're responsible, and it's very impressive to start building credit before you turn 25. It definitely helps your score a lot, because the later you start, the harder it is, because they look at stuff like your age. I went with my local credit union for a credit card just because I like the idea of supporting my local economy. The bank employs my friends' parents and the people in my community, and it pumps money and gives loans back to small businesses in the community. So personally, I would advise people to go with their local credit unions.
If you have a bank account, that should be sufficient. Like writing a check should be sufficient if you need to.
You know, you see credit card companies every now and then. It's like, hey, no thanks, I'll just take the shirt.